Hello everybody, SeaSlug here, and it's been a while since I've uploaded anything of real value, I guess you can say, but finally I'm do the third episode of Mario Kart Double Dash. So let's go ahead and get started here. We got one of my favorite tracks for this game. I don't know, I just really like this track. They did remake it for Mario Kart 8, and they did a pretty good job, but I feel like they changed this track up way too much to the point where it just really doesn't feel like this track. Mainly that might have to do with the fact that I always go underwater, because as you saw at the beginning there was a big old what the fuck, how do they have a bomb? Wait, they stole my bomb and then they used it against me. Okay, that's what happened. Alright, well, that's what happened, but fuck. But yeah, as you saw in the beginning, there's a big old puddle of water, and in Mario Kart 8 you can obviously, go into the water. And that right there, that's what really changes, like the feeling of this whole track. And I am doing horribly right now. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but this is actually 100cc. This is not 150cc. There's a reason I picked 100cc. One reason is because I didn't want to... one of the reasons was because I wanted to show off heavy characters. As you know, there's 3 classes. There's the light, which is, in my opinion, just the best. Middle, which is, okay, I can, do fine if I pick like a medium class. And then there's also the heavy class, which is just hard as fuck to use. I mean, at least for me, I find the heavy classes really just impossible to use. So that's why I'm using the heavy class, or that's why I'm doing this in 100cc, just so I can show off at least 1 or 2 cups with the heavy class. And also you do get something very special if you beat the Star Cup in 100cc as opposed to 150cc, so I kind of wanted to show that off, even though I was going to show it off regardless. But it looks like we're going to get first place anyway, which is awesome, although it did take me a while to get into first place. And I don't know if you guys can notice, but there is a fire alarm that just goes off every little while in the background, so I'm going to go ahead close the freaking door to my room, so maybe the fire alarm's still gonna be able to be heard, but probably not gonna be as loud now. But yeah, I am recording this like weeks later. I should have, I really wish I would have done this sooner, but I finally got a chance to record something right now, and sadly I lost a lot of time, so I'm probably not going to be able to finish the next cup after this, because I really don't have a whole lot of time left, because it took me for freaking ever to get my goddamn capture card to work. I don't know why, but my capture card for whatever reason just hates component video. Like if I plug in the component cables from the GameCube to the capture card directly, it just does not want to register it. It wasn't always like this when I first got it, everything worked perfectly, but I think what happened was that I must have fucked up the connection where, I plugged in the cable. I think I just screwed over the cable. I don't know what happened to that, but I'm recording this differently. I got the component cables plugged into this little device that I bought that I thought was supposed to upscale the signal to 720 and 1080p, but sadly it just turns it into an HDMI signal, which I feel like the signal that comes out of it looks worse, although I just screwed around with some settings in what's called capture card program, and it looks more or less the same now. So I think it may have just been the HDMI setting my capture card had. But I was actually gonna return that device that I bought, that little converter thingy, but I would have had to mail it using UPS, and I really didn't feel like going through the hassle, so I said, you know what, fuck it, it only costed $16. Okay, sorry about that. One of my posters just decided to fall off the wall, which is pretty annoying. I bought some poster, I don't know what they're called, but they're like these little square things that you put on each corner of the poster, and they do a pretty good job at keeping the poster, you know, hanged up. However, the first poster that I you know, tested them out with, I accidentally put them in backwards, so it kind of like to fall down from time to time. I did waste some more of those poster thingies and, you know, put them on right, but for some goddamn reason it still decides to just keep wanting to fall off. And the funny thing about that is my fish tank is right under that poster, so I really gotta make sure that that thing does not fall off all the way. So I really just need to fix that up, because it's one of my favorite posters that I got from Club Nintendo. Which, speaking of Club Nintendo, they released, or actually they're like dead already. They're like, they have their final rewards like already up, and they got this cool Majora's Mask puzzle set, but I'm not really into puzzles. I mean, I suppose I could just complete the puzzle and hang it up on the wall. I'm pretty sure I have seen people before do that, where they complete a puzzle and like tape it up or whatever and hang it on the wall, but it's the poster. I think it costs like 900 coins. I am nowhere near to that. Nowhere near that. I was hoping to get 700 coins to maybe buy the Smash Bros posters, but again, I'm not close to, or I don't have 700 coins, but at the same time I'm not that far off. I was hoping that the new 3DS my friend got would give me enough coins to buy it, but at the same time I also really wanted to get Kid Icarus, and Kid Icarus Uprising, they have to go and mark that up for 700 coins. So if I was to get 700 coins, I would have bought in Kid Icarus Uprising, but unfortunately the 3DS he got didn't give me any coins at all. So I'm guessing it's because it was purchased after January or something. I don't know. They just, like, if you go to the store and buy a new game or something, I don't think they're gonna give you any more coins for it, which is, you know, which sucks. Man, I kind of wish I would have, you know, saved. Man, I really did waste some coins on Club Nintendo on just like stupid shit. Like I bought, let's see, what was the dumbest thing I bought? The dumbest thing I bought from Club Nintendo had to be that stupid Wiimote holder, if any of you know what I'm talking about. I still have the Wiimote holder, but I do never use it for my Wiimotes. What I put in there is just like a bunch of, I just keep like random cartridges or like batteries or whatever. Just like if I need to put something somewhere, I'll just like turn to it. But yeah, that thing costed I think about 300 coins, and I like seriously regret buying that. And also I bought a fan, like one of those like Japanese fans. I don't know if any of you guys know what I'm talking about, but I bought a blooper one, and I think I bought the Mario Undersea like blooper one twice, which again, I bought it twice because the first one broke. My little brother broke it, and I really liked it, so I ended up buying another one. But I don't know, I feel like I got more. Like overall, I ended up registering more stuff than, you know, like most people. Mainly just because my brother and sister, they would like buy, or my parents would get them a 3DS, they'd buy insurance for it. And the 3DS would break, they'd call up the insurance company, and they would literally just be like, okay, just mail the 3DS back and we'll send you a gift card so you can buy another one. And we would just get more and more I would get more and more Club Nintendo coins that way, and also we racked up a ton of freaking 3DS chargers, so I literally have a drawer just full of goddamn 3DS chargers, and we still managed to have like, I still have like a 3DS charger like in almost every room in the house, like my parents' room, my little brother, that's like where he plays, my sister obviously has one. And then I have one connected like near my computer so I can charge my 3DS when I'm like playing. So yeah, I got a lot of freaking 3DS chargers, which is funny because the new 3DS doesn't come with one, which it really doesn't matter to me, but I can see that being a problem to some people, although I don't know, it's like, it's not really that hard to come by 3DS chargers, but if you're like somebody who doesn't know that you can buy something really cheap on Amazon, that might be a problem. I don't know. It's just dumb. Like, it really should have just come with a 3DS charger, but whatever's. Anyway, I guess I haven't really been talking about the game. We just did, we did Mushroom City. I believe that's what it's called. That was one of my favorite tracks as a kid. And mainly just because it played that song that plays in Mushroom Bridge that I really liked. Also, the Yoshi stage, I really like the Yoshi stage. It came back in Mario Kart DS. They remade it in that game. And then they surprisingly also remade it in Mario Kart 8, which is just a complete shock because that's a stage that was already remade. So I really wasn't expecting it to come back, but I'm pretty glad it did. Unfortunately, they did not keep all the shortcuts that stage had. I mean, they kept the waterfall shortcut where you can use a mushroom in the waterfall that's near the beginning of the stage, and you know, like cut this turn. But then there's also a shortcut that I kind of wish I would have shown off, but I just didn't get the chance. But I'll get a chance later on, like for sure. I need to remember to show off that shortcut because it's one of my favorites. Where you just use like a mushroom on the side of the stage and you can like enter this tunnel, which I don't know, I just really like those shortcuts. It's a shame that they don't keep them in. Like in Mushroom Bridge, I'm pretty sure they also didn't keep the shortcut where you could ride on the side of the bridge. So that sucks. Anyway, there we go. I got first place on all the tracks, which did I? Yes, I did actually. So. This is 100cc, but at the same time I am using a big heart, which I am not used to using at all. But anyway, let's go ahead and go to the award ceremony. Let's skip it and just go ahead and get the trophy here. We got the Star Trophy, or the Star Cup Trophy. And for getting first placed here, we get the Special Cup. Has been added to Grand Peaks mode, which is awesome. Kind of a story about this game, I guess you can say. I don't really know if it's called this that, but when I first got my Nintendo GameCube, obviously I didn't have a complete save file on Mario Kart Double Dash, and obviously I was a kid, so I sucked at this game, so I was only able to beat, God damn it, why can't I talk? But I could only complete like 50cc, and once I got to 100cc I would start to get some problems, so I don't think I ever managed to complete anything past maybe just the Flower Cup. Like Star Cup, this one gets pretty challenging, so I was never able to unlock the Special Cup, and I was never able to see, you know, what comes after, or like what kind of stuff you get for completing the Special Cup. But my cousins, they bought a second GameCube memory card, and in that GameCube memory card, I remember I like just popped it into my GameCube like at Christmas, like at a Christmas party or something like that. I don't know, I just popped it in, and what the fuck is this? It had two secret characters that we haven't seen, and I kinda don't want to spoil them, although I should just spoil them just because. And it also had a Rainbow Road. It had all these other tracks that I had not seen. And of course I could not get to Rainbow Road just by playing. Even in 50cc I remember I couldn't make it to Rainbow Road. So what I ended up doing was I went to Time Travels, and that's how this is kind of how I saw Rainbow Road for the first time. I remember picking the two new characters and going all the way up to Rainbow Road. And I really do enjoy the Rainbow Road in this game. It's one of my favorites, and I really can't wait for us to get to it in the next episode. So for now, I will just show you guys what you get for beating Star Cup in 150cc and 50cc. So anyway, thank you guys for enduring my long ass ramble, and I will see you guys later. So yeah.